Hey nerds, I got some news for you. It's time for the nerdy news. But Matt, it's Tuesday and everyone knows that the nerdy news always goes out on Wednesdays, said no one ever. So observant of you, no one. Well, let me explain. No, there's too much. Let me sum up. Tomorrow we'll be putting out our first special of the new season, so we're doing the nerdy news today. That was actually easier than I thought. Anyway, that leads me to our first bit of nerdy news. This past Friday returned us to Stars Hollow with Netflix's Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life. I binge-watched the crap out of that thing, and it seems I wasn't alone. My Twitter and Facebook feeds were clogged up with reactions to the 4 seasonally themed episodes, which leads me to one conclusion. Everyone and their mother has Netflix now. Remember when they were just the people who sent you DVDs in the mail? Remember DVDs? Remember mail? Ah, simpler times. Actually, the real conclusion that it leads me to is that we will for sure see more Gilmore Girls in the future. As for the very near future, tomorrow we will be releasing our own Nerdy Pop Gilmore Girls spoiler-filled special, where we'll discuss all of the exciting developments in Stars Hollow and openly debate the effectiveness of the final 4 words. Make sure to check that out at nerdypopshow.com. Elsewhere in pop nerddom, this past weekend unsurprisingly saw Disney's Moana take the top spot at the box office, bringing in $82 million here in the States and making it the second largest Thanksgiving opening of all time, right behind Frozen and right in front of Toy Story 2. Do you see a theme here? Disney not only owns Pixar, Lucasfilm, ABC, and Marvel, but now they own Thanksgiving. They own a holiday. I want to own a holiday. Also, I want to own an island. Isla Barnez. Yeah. Sorry, where was I? Oh, yeah, that's right. Disney. In fact, there's only one movie in the Thanksgiving top 10 openings that isn't a Disney movie. The Reese Witherspoon Vince Vaughn comedy 4 Christmases, which I was surprised to find on this list considering I thought I was the only one who saw it. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them came in second this weekend, bringing in an additional $45.1 million for a total of $156.2 million domestically. In third place was Doctor Strange, who is now the 10th most successful Marvel film, ahead of Ant-Man and the first Captain America and the first Thor. But by the time you'll see this, it will most likely be number 9 on the list, passing Thor: The Dark World, which is another movie which, while I liked it, I didn't think people actually saw. And just like the Professor and Mary Ann in the first season of Gilligan's Island, we'll just lump the other movies of this weekend together as "and the rest," since nobody else came close to making a significant dent in the box office. A special bummer for Warren Beatty's Rules Don't Apply, which now holds the title of Worst Opening of 2016. You'll get him next time, Warren. Looking ahead, well, let's be honest, there's nothing really of interest coming out this weekend. So while we're waiting on the first long weeks of December before Rogue One comes out on the 16th, go check out one of the movies that you missed over Thanksgiving. Speaking of Rogue One, did you see this week's Entertainment Weekly? Get your Rogue One fix with cool variant covers and some behind-the-scene details inside. Now, if you're like me, when someone asks you what you want for Christmas, you go blank and can't think of a single freaking thing. EW's got you covered there too with their 2016 Holiday Gift Guide featuring 39 perfect pop culture presents. There are some legitimately great gift ideas in there. Just ignore the inclusion of the Google Pixel. But a Captain Picard Garden Gnome and Golden Girls Funko Pops? Yes, please. And I promise, we aren't sponsored by EW or anything. We're just fans. Having said that, if EW wants to send some cash our way, we wouldn't hate it. It's been pretty much radio silence from Sony since the Ghostbusters reboot underwhelmed box office expectations this past summer. But producer Ivan Reitman told the Mr. Wavy podcast last week there's going to be many other Ghostbusters movies. They're just in development right now. With previous hints made at an expanded Ghostbusters universe, we don't know if he's talking about a sequel to the Paul Feig-helmed film or another spin-off or something we just haven't even thought of yet. It's just nice to know that the Ghostbusters haven't been completely abandoned. Unless you think they should have just left well enough alone, then bummer for you. Last week we shared the news that Nicholas Meyer, part of the writing team of the new show Star Trek Discovery premiering in May, let it slip that actress Michelle Yeoh would be joining the cast of the newest addition to the Federation. We speculated that she would be playing the main character, number 1. However, by the time we released the nerdy news, Deadline had broken the news that she would not be playing number 1, but instead would be playing Captain Han Bo of another ship known as the USS Shenzhou. Nothing has been confirmed by CBS as of yet, but numerous sources have backed up Deadline's story. I want this Star Trek show to be good so bad, but with no news this close to production, I'm a bit skeptical. Also because, well, let's just say that CBS has never made my favorite shows. Not to keep raining on the pop culture parade today, but we've also learned that Kingsman: The Golden Circle got pushed back from its June 16th release date to October 6th. As someone who loved the first Kingsman movie, I'm sad. And I'm over it. The Kingsman sequel will now go head-to-head or toe-to-toe or whatever with the Blade Runner sequel, Blade Runner 2049. However, as Birth Movie's Death pointed out, we have heard little to nothing about the production of that film, so nobody would be surprised if it got pushed back as well. Lastly, tonight is the second night of the 4-night CW superhero crossover event that began with the kinda disappointing episode of Supergirl last night. The episode was fine, but the crossover event promise didn't really deliver, as it didn't take place until the last minutes of the episode with a brief appearance by Barry Allen and Cisco Ramon from The Flash. Tonight's episode of The Flash looks like it'll pick up the pace by bringing all the heroes together to fight aliens or something. Honestly, I don't care what they're doing. I just love the Flash cast, and this gives them more to do and more people to play off of. That's it for the nerdy news today. Make sure you click that subscribe button on YouTube and check out our Nerdy Pop Gilmore Girls special tomorrow. Also, I am going to be on Geek Radio on kpfk.org starting on Thursday. It actually airs on their radio station on Wednesday night at midnight, so probably on the website on Thursday. Make sure you check that out. We'll be talking about Nerdy Pop and everything that we do here. And you can also make sure you're following us on Instagram and Twitter at Nerdy Pop Show, and check out nerdypopshow.com for all the latest in pop nerddom. Until next time, stay nerdy and stay poppy. Bye-bye.
Yee.
Yee.
Yee.